Hello there, welcome to my channel. I'm Angela from artorai.co.uk and today I thought we would make this beautiful gift bag. It will barely fit in the screen. It's an extra large gift bag. It's made with 2 sheets of 12 by 12 paper or cardstock. So it's not that complicated to do, but there's quite a bit of scoring and folding and gluing involved. So let's just get straight on with it. So this is one I made earlier, didn't go so well. I've had quite a few attempts at this, but I finally feel as though I have it down. So it is extra large. There's plenty of room in there. Handles, which are cut off the 2 sheets. It is better if you have double-sided paper. This is just single sided. It looks okay, but it does mean that before you put on your handles you can decorate the outside how you like. You can use stickers, you can use washi tape, stamps, anything you like. But I'm just going to show you how to do it using a single sided sheet. But like I say, it will be better with a double. So these sheets are taken from a Farmhouse Fresh. It may not be everyone's cup of tea because it is quite a vintagey farmhouse look, but you do get some really nice papers in here. So I'm thinking of using this one this time. So you do get 2 of each pattern. Right, so the first thing you have to make sure of is that if you're using directional paper, that you do have them the right way. I'll show you that as we go along. This is going to be the top and this is going to be the bottom. So I'm going to cut off, I'll cut both sheets together. Not a good idea for me, but I'll do it anyway. So what we need to do is cut off a 1/2 inch from both sheets. So that'll obviously take it down to 11.5. Just make sure it's right. Okay, so we'll put these away. These are going to be the handles, so I'll put these to one side. Now I'm going to put this in scoring mode. Okay, so this is the shorter edge now. So we're going to score with the shorter edge toward the top. Just check my bit of paper. So we're going to score 1 1/4 inches at either end. So 1 1/4 all the way down. Turn it around to the opposite side and do 1 1/4 again. And do the same with the other, making sure that it's the shortest edge that's at the top. So 1 1/4. Flip it around and another 1 1/4. Now we'll put this away for now, but we are going to need our scoring board back. Now it's scored top and bottom. So this is going to be the top because this is my directional paper, the directional paper that I'm using. So that needs to be folded over like that. I'll do that with the other side. Whatever we do on one, we have to do on the other. So this is the top. I'm going to fold it over, burnish the edge. And now we need to stick these flaps down. I'm not very good with the tearing tape. It's not very good tape, to be honest, but for quickness I'm going to use this today, but you can use glue or a glue runner or anything you like. Okay, now we need to bring in our scoring board again, and we are going to score from the top where your fold is at 1/2 inch, at 1 1/4 and 2. So that looks like that. I don't know if you can see that. Do that exactly the same on this side. And yes, they both do need to be scored on the same side. Don't turn it round and think you have to score on that side. I'll show you why in a bit. So again, it's half, 1 1/4, and 2. Right, we have finished scoring. Okay, so first of all we have to make some tabs. So I don't know if you can see, there's a little square piece or a little rectangle piece there. So that has to be cut off. So what I'm going to do is angle slightly from the bottom to that score line and then cut that straight across. Like that. So that's half a tab. So there are 2 pieces here, it's scored in the middle, just ignore that middle score line and we're going to make a tab out of this second score line. So we cut straight up the score line and then angle in. So can you see, there's our little tab. So we'll do that again on this one, that little rectangle there, do a bit of an angle cut and then cut straight along, and there's the 2. We just cut straight up the second score line to that score line and angle in there. Okay, there's our 2 tabs made. Now to fit these bags together, turn it over so the outside is facing up. Now you have these 3 score lines here. This last one, the one furthest from you, has to be folded over that way. It might be a good idea to use thinner cardstock, thinner paper, because this is quite difficult to lay flat. Now this second one here, closest to you, fold back. And then the little one at the end, the thin one, fold forward again. Okay, now we'll do exactly the same with this piece. Make sure that the inside is facing up. The very furthest score line away needs to be folded away from you. The middle one folded back towards you. And the little thin one away from you. Little concertina accordion fold. Right, now you may wonder how on earth this is all going to fit together. So what we're going to do is we're going to put some tape on there, and then what we do is we turn this over like that. So you can see now that both of these are going to be at the top. So that is going to go on there like that. I tried this with tape last time and made a right mess of it, so I'm going to use glue. It's my Barely Art Precision Craft glue. You can use any. Do not put any glue on this little bit here. It's just going to be this tab that we have at the top, and it's going to go all the way to the top. So whether you're using tape or a glue runner or your wet glue, just make sure it's on this thin tab all the way to the top. Take the other part, place it on. Make sure it's as accurate as you can get it. That didn't go too badly. I've done worse, so I'm just going to leave that before I make it worse. Turn it over, give it another squash at the other side. Turn it around. Move that part out of the way. And we do the same again with this part here. Some people like to use the red tape, the really strong red tape. I'll leave a link to it in the description because it is really good stuff, and you can get different widths as well. I have made exactly the same mistake as I made in the first one. These are supposed to be folded over, so move these tabs out of the way, and I'm just going to fold you should really do that before you glue it all down, so never mind. Right, so what we're going to do is these tabs here, you can see, are going to be folded over at both sides, sort of tucked in, and we're going to glue the bag like that. So it's up to you whether you want to put glue on these tabs. I think I will, because the bottom of the other one went a bit iffy. So I'm just going to see if this makes any difference. So I'm going to put glue on this tab. And then I'm going to put some glue on this flap. Sorry, I'm going to put some glue on this flap and then bend that over. Just make sure that it's as straight and as accurate as you can get it. I mean, if you want to, you can turn it over and give it a bit of a squash. You can get your bone folder in, squash it down like that. I tend to give the little tabs a push as well. So, and there's your little bag. Not quite so little really. It's quite a large gift bag that. So now to attach the handles. If you don't have to measure them if you're quite good at eyeballing, but I like to measure. Where's my ruler? So for the other one, I just measured in 2 inches. I'd hope I've got it at the right end. Measured in 2 inches, put a little mark. Did the same with the other one, a little mark. Okay, now I am going to use tape. Take it off whichever way you feel comfortable with. Sometimes it will come off with your nail. So you take one of your little strips. I think I cut them too narrow, but never mind. Put it on there straight as you can. Yeah, I've made these strips too narrow. It was supposed to be cut at 3/4 of an inch, and I just did 1/2 inch. So make sure when you cut the paper at the beginning it's 3/4 of an inch, unless you like thin handles. It's entirely up to you. I don't. But never mind. It wouldn't be me if I didn't do something wrong on video that went right off camera. Okay, so what we do is you take this and you turn it around like that and you put it on to the tape there. If I can get that on right. Just make sure it's on as straight as you can. Yeah, that looks okay. A little bit, the handles are, like I said, a little bit thinner than I would have liked, but never mind. Just do as I say, not as I do. And turn it over, and if you don't want to bother measuring again, just take your tape and use the other handle as a guide. You can measure it if you like. I probably should have done. Anyway, that's your little bag, or your large bag. So I know you can't see it very well in front of the camera, but I will take some pictures later and put them at the end of the video so you can see what it looks like. So yeah, it's big. It's got the little gussets there. It expands a little bit. So what I did with this one, I just tied a bit of ribbon on it and then added a tag through the ribbon, tied it on. But like I've said, you can add, before you put your handles on, you can decorate as much as you like. You know, you can put your stickers on, you can stick die cuts on, you can put washi tape on, you can add a tag, add ribbon, anything you like. But I think these make really nice, large, I mean quite narrow, quite thin gift bags. But you could possibly get a nice little journal in there or something like that. But if you're going to put something heavy in it, make sure you use a good strong glue at the bottom there, because you will need it. But I think these are just really lovely and not too difficult to make. If I can manage it, anybody can. But you can see there I cut the handle a little bit wider, but to be honest, you might prefer it a bit thinner, and that means that you do get a slightly larger bag, because it obviously wasn't cut off as much. But there you go. That's how to make these adorable gift bags using any paper that you like. I hope you found this useful. I would love to see it if you have a go, to see what you come up with, because there's some beautiful papers out there, some beautiful decorations. So if you do have a go, I don't use Instagram a lot. I use it occasionally. But if you do want to post this project on Instagram, just tag me. It's Arterai. And you can post on my Facebook page if you like. My Facebook group, or I'll leave a link to that in the description as well. So I hope this was helpful. I hope you have a go, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for staying with me. I really appreciate it, as always. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Bye bye now.